Every real cowboy like myself knows how lonely it is out on the open range, which is why I listen to the Cowboy Boys podcast. With best contractually obligated friends, Shayne Smith and Mac Arthur, the Cowboy Boys will comfort your soul better than any disease-ridden saloon gal ever could. Cowboy Boys.
Welcome back.
It's us. We're here.
I exclusively get all my new music from key generators on when I'm cracking software.
Dude, that's such a specific joke that...
What do you mean? It's not a
5
joke.
people-
I literally just played you a song.
You did.
That was only available if you download the crack for, I think, Sony Vegas 7.0. It's a... Not that I would never pirate software, but I think downloading the crack... I'm just kidding. I pirate everything. Like, there's so many... Fucking all the DCMA bullshit and the internet getting locked down from every which way.
Yeah, fuck it.
I mean, yeah, pirate what you will. I don't know. But yeah, there's I like some of that music. Don't you dare pirate our podcast.
Yeah, don't do that though.
Unless you do, then we can't stop you.
Yeah, but we literally can't do anything to stop you from pirating the Patreon. But if you
whoa! I didn't say the Patreon. I just said our normal podcast.
Oh.
Don't give them ideas.
Yeah, you're right. We have no power.
I feel like if you illegally download our normal podcast and distribute it on the dark web,
yeah,
more power. Why am I not doing that?
People do.
I should. Well, I should get in on that. Shayne, what is your? I won't reveal your first favorite YouTube video, unless you already have talked about. I think I've told about it. But what is it about fight videos online that gets you really hyped?
Dude, I don't know. What do you mean, like fight videos?
Yeah, like street fight videos.
Not
not like boxing.
Dude, I love it. They get me. I like when there's a clear narrative. Like, I saw a video recently where this dude called this guy the N-word. They were both white.
Oh, okay.
But like
that makes it I feel like
the dude was still like, you know what? This is my one free chance to beat this guy up like I'm black, so I'm going to do it. And he hit him with a full Red Bull.
So wait, the guy who did not say the N-word beat the other guy? Like
Yeah. He was like he kind of seemed like he was like chill. Well, there was a black lady filming it, and she's
commentating.
She's commentating. Yeah, dude. Fucking God bless all black women everywhere. They are just funnier than everybody, smarter. Anyway, they're great, and I love them.
They're really good off the cuff.
Dude, they're so good. Anyway, I've just never had a bad time with a black woman, straight up. And so, so she's filming, and the one white dude is not wearing a mask. And this dude is in line, and
wait, the guy who's throwing N-words around is not wearing a mask.
Is also a no masker, which is, who could have seen that coming?
I mean,
so the dude. So no one's calling him out for not wearing a mask, but
they're more pressing.
Yeah. So, but the store guy is like, "Hey, I'm not supposed to serve you for not wearing a mask. If one of these people is an undercover cop, they're gonna find me."
Okay.
And like, he literally spells it out to him in such a way that you're like, he wants to help you, but he clearly can't. The 7-Eleven is full.
Like,
just fucking put your shirt over your face or some shit. Do anything.
Yeah, he's not against your personal freedom.
Yeah.
But it's like, when your freedom starts hurting my business, then it's like I gotta ask you first. Like, come on, can you do me a solid while you buy your fucking candy bars and tall boys?
Yeah, so very like skinny hillbilly meth guy is like, yo, fuck this, whatever. And then the dude behind him, who's kind of like an Italian bro looking guy, he's like, yo, man, just move so we can do this while you go figure your shit out. And the dude's like, fuck you. And then he goes, move, man, let us get up here.
Wait, was the meth guy like a white guy?
Yeah.
So then the Italian guy,
who
earlier on the podcast we have discussed Italians are not white.
Italians and
we have put our foot down. So I do believe he did then commit a hate crime. It was not white on white violence.
I'm saying he's Italian because he just looked like one of those Jersey type bros.
Yes.
I don't know that he was Italian.
He was darker than the other guy, though.
He was.
Was the other guy blonde?
The other
Was he like Germanic? Was he?
No.
Where do trailer?
He looked Appalachian. If
That's
you,
what I
does
mean.
that like where does trailer white come from?
Yeah. What is their genealogy?
I think it's a mix between English and Polish. You just stir that up in a pot.
Like who settled that land in the Revolutionary War times?
Oh, most of America is Germanic.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. There it is.
But they're
then
like
Italians came over.
yeah,
and they started wrecking house.
The Italians and the Irish, and they ruined everything. And so
Irish people are the whitest of white, right?
yes,
Okay.
yeah. Irish people are so white that they're not white. That
They're
literally,
beyond-
like, English
beyond
people
white.
were like, yo, even we think you're too white. Not even in America. English people in England were like, the people on that island are too white. It's weird.
Yeah. Or
like,
British people were probably like, our inbreeding, we're so superior. Look at us. And then Irish people were like, knock, knock, motherfuckers. We just drink.
yeah, dude. So, this dude is
Wait. We've publicly supported Ireland, right?
Oh,
We
yeah. We're pro IRA.
They are very well. Okay.
I am.
They are
Fuck
very.
it.
They are very cowboy.
I'm definitely not pro the Queen, and so fucking
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not pro everything the IRA does or says, but in general, I'm pro Irish independence. And if you have to have a guerrilla war movement to do it, you know what? You gotta you gotta break eggs and make an omelet.
That's life.
And that's life. So anyway, sometimes you put a flamethrower in a van and you do a drive-by flamethrowing.
What?
They did that.
Dude, I'm 100% on board with the IRA.
Yeah,
Everything they've done.
The IRA invented the drive-by flamethrowering.
Dude, what?
They gutted a minivan, and then this was a thing that the British were like scared of, so then they banned vans.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. So one IRA dude, because I don't know if you know how flamethrowers work, but you have to like light it, and then it's only good for like a minute.
Yeah, but they like goo it. It shoots out like a goo, right?
Yes.
It's not even like, it's not liquid.
Yeah.
It's like a sticky.
Yes.
Getting hit with a flamethrower is probably one of the worst.
It's so inhumane that
things.
they're illegal.
Yeah.
That even China and Russia are like, okay, we won't make them either. That's how bad they are. So anyway.
Meanwhile, Elon Musk.
Yeah. So in the 70s or whatever, when the IRA was real busy, they fucking jumped in a van. And anyway, they bought the flamethrowers from like this is real. They were gifted them from politicians in Boston.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so because I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a huge Irish population up in the Northeast, and they supported the Irish Republican Army, and so they gave them a bunch of American military equipment. So they got a hold of some American flamethrowers, and then they fucking rolled up in a van, and then they just opened the side door, and they were like, actually not a family, it's an Irishman with a flamethrower, and they would flamethrower the whole thing.
Who are they attacking? Like, who specifically?
They were attacking the northern
like guards standing on the sidewalk, or
yeah, well, military outposts.
Okay.
Yeah, they were like burning them down. I mean, they were killing people, but they were mostly using it to destroy property and sow fear into emplaced British positions in embattled Irish neighborhoods.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, and so they fucking flamethrowered all these people, and then the British were like, all right, you can't bring your vans close to us anymore because you got flamethrowers in them.
All right, that was a cool,
hilarious,
nice little history lesson.
Yeah, I love that. It's one of my favorite facts for them. By the way, you were right that it spews like this liquid. So when you turn it off, that means their van would be on fire. So they would have dudes in the van whose job it was to sit with fire extinguishers and wait for that dude to be done flamethrowing, people, Protestants, and then they would put it out the fire. So anyways,
this guy was this was a Germanic
an Appalachian.
No, I'm just giving the whole. I want the full picture.
Yeah. So this is he
brought race into it.
He did. So this is like a meth person.
Yeah.
This is the lowest tier of white people.
All right.
So, and I can say that as I come from that stock. So he's a low tier. And so this other bro dude wearing like his like FUBU clothes,
Italian guy.
Yeah. You can see him in your mind. So I don't know. Not FUBU.
Do you know what FUBU is?
No, I meant to say something else. I don't know what I meant, but it wasn't FUBU.
Maybe that's why. Okay.
But like thin chain, like kind of like that almost Slavic look, The Italian is what I want to say. But so anyway, this dude is like, hey, get out of our way. And everyone's being very reasonable to this insane guy. And this guy goes, fuck you, hit me, bitch. And he immediately escalates it to we're going to fight. And the guy's like, I'm not going to fight you. And then he calls him the N-word. And the lady filming is like, oh, Lord, no. And she like is like, no. Anyway, this dude gets called the N-word and he looks so mad. And he's like, he's got a can in his hand. And the dude goes, fucking hit me with the can, pussy. You won't do it. And then that dude says, did he call me the N-word to like the people in line? And that lady goes, yeah, he did. And then... So that dude, he takes the can and he fucking bashes the dude in the head with the can full speed. And, of course, that dude goes down. And then they start wrestling and he chokes him out. And that lady goes, that's what you get. That's what you get. Like saying shit. Anyway, it was great.
Was that video that went viral like this?
I think it was viral.
Like this week?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure that was an Italian? Because I think it was a black guy.
Was it?
Yeah.
I only watched it the one time. Listen, he could have been a light-skinned black man or an Italian. As we've said, dude. Italians are very tricky.
Oh, I found the video right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's clearly a black guy. You.
Oh, my bad, everybody. You know what? Can we say Shayne doesn't see race confirmed?
Yeah, there you go.
I thought he was just beating him up because.
No, once you started describing the video, I'm like, I just watched this like 5 times this week.
I only saw it the once. My brother showed it to me offhandedly.
He smacks that guy with it like full force of the can. It's over in one hit.
Dude, he takes it pretty well, considering.
As much as, well, the guy hits him and then kind of jostles him. Doesn't really go, or does he? Does he punch him some more?
Yeah, he does. He pins him down and then punches him some more. Here's the thing. A lot of the time you hit someone really hard with a big move. Like, I've seen someone get shot, stabbed. I've seen people take huge punches. I saw someone get hit with a wheelbarrow once.
Okay.
Like, and it looks as though, like, oh, I didn't do enough damage. They're perfectly fine, and they're in the fight. But you give it 5 minutes.
Oh,
and then they're just like, oh, I'm all fucked. Like, my whole life is ruined.
Once the adrenaline rushes off, they're like, I need to go to a hospital.
Yeah, dude, I can't tell you how many times after a fight you kind of have to wait, and then you're like, okay, are we all right? Because someone's always fucked up afterwards.
So is that your favorite? Is it like the Justice fights?
I like the Justice. I like that dude, and now that I know he was black, makes the video, I mean, not better, because I don't want someone to be racisted at, do you know what I mean? But, like, I would prefer if black people weren't having to hear themselves called the N-word. But also, I'm pretty sure if I reached out to my black friends and I'm like, listen, you have to get called the N-word, but then you get to hit him with a Monster Energy drink, they would be like, you know what? I'll take that. I will do that.
I feel like if anyone calls you the N-word, you could start a fight.
Dude, that's one of the few things where I'm like, violence now. We're doing it.
If anyone starts yelling anything at you and in your face,
oh yeah, dude,
you start fighting.
That's one of the few words where I'm like, oh, we get to party now. Like, I get to do whatever I want. I don't have to feel bad about it.
Because it's clearly this person has no rules.
Yeah. So I don't have rules. Exactly.
Oh,
it's
man.
One of the very few where it's that. And then there's like, you know, if someone called me a kike, I'd be pretty upset.
I don't think anyone would know to, though.
Yeah, no one would know to.
That would be a good, like, how would you ask questions or just start fighting?
Just be like, wait, what? How? How do you know?
You're gonna get some weirdo who listens to the podcast try and do a joke. Don't do that.
Just get
Shayne will
absolutely
fight
slept.
you.
Yeah, just get absolutely.
He's been horny for fighting.
I have been. The pandemic's really done me in.
You can't get out and go to your noise not noise, your hardcore shows.
Dude, it has been rough. I know. I was like fondly remembering. Me and my brother were like fondly remembering battling the police, and I was like, "That's not good." Like,
how much hate or how much male testosterone violence gets out at just hardcore shows?
Dude,
all of it?
Crazy amount.
How many crimes do you think it prevents in the area for the next week?
I literally want to say thousands. If you let men be violent and fuck, if you legalize prostitution, if there was just
not at the same time,
no, just have a hardcore show at the bottom floor, and then after the show you just go upstairs to the brothel, dude, you will solve the world problems, dude. For real, you would. You would solve so much. Men just want to nut and fight. Here's the thing,
Yeah.
I think genuinely in society now, a huge misstep, a huge problem, and one of the reasons we have so much strife, negative political discourse, and all these problems is because we went so far into feminism and femininity that we kind of, there's nothing wrong with that, but we neglected that like violence is a huge important part of the human condition. And if you identify as male, there's an intrinsic part of you that probably wants to and needs to be a part of violence.
I would say feminism is good for women. Not
Yeah.
that it went too far. Feminism
yeah.
is good for women, but it answers no male questions.
Yeah, we need to answer some male questions. And I feel like so many people are like, okay, so we should live in a violentless society. And it's like, no, we should live in a victimless society. Violence is important.
Yeah.
Victims are not what we want, but violence is important.
Well, this is like what we were talking about earlier, where when like Jack Thompson wants to ban video games,
Yeah.
or like because they're violent video games are making violent like school shooters, or
Fucking
like
dude.
movies are putting too much sex in movies. It makes I don't know what the argument is, but there's always
They think that violence begets violence and
Yeah,
sex begets sex, but that may be true in real life. Like if I kill you and then your dad tries to kill me, violence begets violence.
Yeah.
But if I fucking kill you in Call of Duty, that's not how that works.
what about dumb children? though, who
Dude,
play-
but we were dumb kids doing
That
extra
is-
violence. I was a
No.
dumb kid playing Duke Nukem trying to see pixelated titties.
I did see those pickles.
I did too,
That
and
was-
I was way into it.
I was playing Doom at 6.
Yeah.
and I still watch Doom's like speed runs now, and it gives me a very nostalgic feeling.
Did you play the that very controversial Doom WAD where you do Columbine?
No, that's not what happens. Is the Columbine shooter actually made a Doom WAD?
Yes, I know, but they made a Doom WAD that was really popular and controversial that Jack Thompson guy used as like a, hey, this is fucked up.
One, let me speak from the Doom community. It's not very popular. Everyone shit on it because of how bad the WAD was. So when we're talking about WADs, we're talking about maps.
Yeah,
everybody.
it's like a mission in the game.
Yeah, if someone went back and like way back in the internet and found like connected all the dots, and they're like, oh shit, the Columbine kid made a Doom map, and people play it like to be like edgelords, and everyone is just like, damn, this map sucks. This is not only like a bad like this is whew, like this is unplayable. It's not fun. It's just like
Just roasting him from beyond the grave.
damn.
They killed themselves, right? The
Yeah,
police
yeah.
didn't kill them?
No, they killed
Ah,
themselves.
Fucking pussies, dude.
And so maybe what if that's what caused the shooting? People were roasting his maps. Like, you suck. Other teens find it playing his Doom Club at school.
No, didn't he put the kids' faces on the characters and stuff?
No, he was not that good.
But that existed.
No, there was actually. So I think what you're thinking of is there's a Columbine RPG.
No, that was a good RPG, and that's an anti.
Oh,
like
okay.
that was like an anti-school shooting. Like
There might be another thing out there, but the kid, whichever one did whenever one did that, never made a Doom WAD that was good enough.
Oh, okay.
He was not proficient enough to like swap out the.
I'm glad that the Doom community shit on whatever this was. I don't remember it very well, but I do remember Jack Thompson. There's a guy. For those of you who don't know, there was like a fucking an attorney
mid 2000s
who hated video games and thought they were making people kill each other.
He had the biggest hard on for anti-video games, everything, Grand Theft Auto, and he was just on the news.
Yeah, the news really loved him. Well, that was back when there wasn't a lot of news. It was like
That's where we
Iraq War, I guess, video games.
think
Like they had
that's-
nothing to talk about.
That's where we were like figuring out, hey, you can have news 24 hours a day, but what are we gonna fill it up with?
Dude, you can't have news 24 hours a day. You know the Weather Channel's 24 hours? How?
What are you talking about? Weather never stops. That's the only.
Dude.
That's the only 24-hour channel that makes sense.
Well, it got colder, everybody. Like, what the fuck?
Let's
Wait,
see.
my grandpa loves the weather. I know it's a meme.
What? The weather?
I know, dude.
The weather or the Weather Channel?
The weather, just in general.
He just loves. He's a fan of weather.
Yeah,
does he
dude.
wear their merch? Like, does he have like a shirt with just some
Yo, do you
sun and clouds?
Name your favorite weather pattern if you're a real weather fan. No, dude, my grandpa just like, I know it's a meme to be like, what makes small talk and be like, so how's the weather? But my grandpa like is actually legitimately into it, and it fucking cracks me up so much.
I'm looking up Jack Thompson online, and apparently he was very against one of my favorite rap groups, Two Live Crew, As Nasty as They Want to Be, which is such a great album.
Two Live
Dude,
Crew.
Fuck him. Do you know what happened to him?
No.
He got disbarred by the Supreme Court of Florida for inappropriate conduct,
Hell
including
yeah.
making false statements to tribunals and disparaging, humiliating litigants. I don't know what that means. But
Litigants are people he's I don't know. Fucking, I'm not a lawyer. Someone who listens. You know what's crazy? Lawyers listen to the podcast. I was gonna guess what a litigant was. I think it's a person that he's
litigating for.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
But like, I'm just like, oh yeah, there's lawyers who listen to this, and they'll be like, oh Shayne, you're so stupid. I love when we have like, because we have doctors who listen and stuff. They'll message me and be like, hey, you said this wrong, and I'm just like, yeah, bro, you're a doctor.
Wait.
And you're listening to me at my job. You know what my job is? Talking about dick stuff with Mac. Of course I don't know.
Wait. Tell our listeners what message you got from doctors today.
I got a message so there's some people who listen to us. There's more than one urologist listens to the podcast.
A urologist is a cock doc, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
A penis doctor. And
wait, only penises, or do they do the balls too?
Oh, good question.
I think they would probably do.
Yeah, they've got to do both, dude. Unless there's a separate ball doctor. Incredible.
It's like, this is not my specialty. You're gonna have to recommend you to another guy.
This is Dr. Yang. He's gonna deal with your balls. Dude, that's like in a porno when the one girl's giving a blowjob and the other girl's like, what do I do? And the guy's like, I don't know, lick my balls.
Oh.
You're like, this is a non-job. This is not real.
It's nice.
It's kind of nice.
What do you mean kind of nice?
Ball licking you can't feel your balls getting licked while your dick is getting sucked.
I can.
No, have you ever had it?
I bet I could. You know what? I will make it happen. And I'll get back to you.
I've had it several times, and I'm just like, this is cool, and I really appreciate everyone's enthusiasm, but like, I can't. There's only so much you can feel down there before you're overloaded. It also gets too wet. It's like in the shower when you fuck.
Too wet?
Yeah, have you ever fucked in the shower and you're like, I kind of can't feel everything
No, there's
is normal.
no such thing as too wet in sex. Not sweat, spit, slime.
I'm agree with. Okay, firstly,
showers.
No one is more pro slime during sex than me, and you know that. I'm a very pro dude. The sweatier, the better. I want to fuck in a fucking teepee with the heat up. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I want a sweat lodge fuck. But that's different from like when you're in the pool and you're trying to. Have you ever had sex in a body of water and you're like,
Yes.
this is good, but it's not like you can't feel it as much.
Okay.
There's like a sensation dimming effect if everything gets too wet. You need that grip.
I feel like I just my penis is golden and I can feel it all. Like,
Maybe.
I
Do you know
know
what it is? You're uncircumcised, so you have more nerve endings in your penis.
Oh, do you think it affects my balls too?
Yeah,
because that's the
no,
debate.
it legitimately might, man. It legitimately might.
I don't have ball trauma from
See,
my youth.
I'm fucking on hard mode. You're on easy mode.
I am on easy mode. Why would you? Why would you mess with your genitals?
I don't know. I didn't do it. A man did. Just some guy. I've never even met him. That's the thing, is I'm not mad about getting circumcised, but I at least want to confront the man who circumcised me.
What would you do to him?
I don't know. I would just be. I feel like I would be like, let me see your penis. At least you have to also be circumcised.
That's fair. I feel like confronting the man.
I don't
who
know what
took
I
your
want.
Foreskin.
I don't know what I want from him, but I do want to confront him on some level.
It feels like you show up at his door ready to kill him, and then right when you get there, you're just like, I don't I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
All my rage is gone.
It's
Getting here was the fun part.
It's the movie where you're holding on to the pistol as you're talking to him, and then you let it go to shake his hand. Like, no, I'm good. Oh, fuck.
So wait, what did those urologists say about me?
Oh, not about you.
They said specifically about me.
You said like perineum or something. You used a doctoral you used a technical term for a piece of the male penis.
What the fuck is a perineum?
And they were like, the perineum is your gooch, man.
Oh yeah.
Did I say it? Maybe
no,
I said it.
I was testing you.
Oh yeah.
That is your perineum.
You said it, or there was some other term. Anyway, we said it, and they were like,
no,
urology up in the house, and I was like, this is good.
Wikipedia just has pictures of people's perineums.
Whoa! Why is that guy's balls like that?
Right?
Yo, everyone. Firstly, the girl's perineum is so cute. I just want to give it a little kiss.
Okay.
The guy's perineum,
yeah?
firstly.
No way, you don't want to kiss the guy.
No,
gooch?
dude, because he's got like this dude's balls have a long bat wing that like that's too much, dude. No, my balls don't look like that. Definitely not.
Ooh. Damn.
Also, why was one so much higher than the other?
That's normal. Do you not know that? Your left ball?
No, mine hang even.
Okay.
Mine, I have symmetrical balls.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, I'm sorry that your balls are asymmetrical.
Yeah, they are. Everyone's balls
No
are
way.
asymmetrical.
No,
And
they're
the
not.
left one hangs
No
lower.
way.
The left one's
My
bigger.
Nope, my balls are like chess. They're perfectly symmetrical.
All right, I believe you, but that's not normal.
Wait, chess isn't symmetrical though because the king and the queen are on opposite
No, they're
sides.
mirrored.
Oh, they are mirrored. You're right. Okay, yeah, we're
So
good.
it is symmetrical.
Okay, we're good.
You were right, and you.
I questioned myself
you
because I
questioned
was
your
too
analogy.
busy thinking about balls and shit. Now I'm questioning myself at every turn because I started thinking about all the professionals who listen to the podcast.
Yeah, and they know that I'm smarter than you. I think
No.
the term I used was pendulum.
No. Oh, okay, that is it. There you go.
That's the weird skin that connects your outer foreskin to the bottom tip of your dick.
There it is. That's exactly the word. And
See,
they were
I
like,
did-
urology. And I'm just like, all right.
Shout out, docs.
Shout out to the docs who listen to the pod. We also have a fucking not a heart surgeon, some other type of surgeon who listens. He messaged me once and was like, "You want to see a cool photo of someone's chest cavity?" And I was like, "Yes."
I feel like that goes against.
Yeah, probably, but doctors are fucking just
Or-
people.
I bet. I guess if you don't reveal their information, I think that's how they get away with a lot of like surgery videos.
Yeah, of course. Why would it matter if I'm seeing a chest? It's not like I'm gonna be looking. Hey, that's fucking Doug's heart. I know that guy.
Maybe.
Like,
It
no,
feels good heart.
I've never seen the inside of Doug.
Not yet.
Now I have. If I ever get in there, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, I recognize all this stuff.
If you're a doctor or a lawyer and would like to email us,
Yeah, email's cool stories.
please do, or like tell us how much legal trouble we're in for this podcast.
Dude, I'm in so much.
Um,
You know, I've had to talk to multiple lawyers about my stand-up.
what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. For just the stories you tell?
Yeah, I had to like find out like what the statute of limitations on certain things is and what I can get in trouble.
About-
Whose real names I can use if I should or shouldn't say certain things.
Just pronounce their name differently, like with a French accent. You're good. Or like movies. What is that thing at the end of a movie where they just like the events and characters in this film?
The South Park thing. These are all coincidences.
No, that's every movie thing.
I know, but
every single movie does that. Even like historical biopics, and they do that so they don't get sued because someone got sued way back in the day.
well, it's
And
just
so you can just put that on any single movie, and
It
you're
is-
like, hey,
that is not the same for stand-up because I can put out a special and put that on there. But if someone records my stand-up, puts it on the internet, now I'm liable for what I said publicly about X, Y, and Z.
but you didn't put that out. You're just,
It doesn't matter.
You're
I'm still
performing.
culpable for what I say.
I don't think so.
Yes, 100%
I
I
would-
am. I've
I would-
literally talked to lawyers about this. You are wrong.
I've been right about the doctor stuff.
No,
So-
what doctor stuff?
I know what the tip of.
You know what your own foreskin is called?
I know what that little piece of skin is called. So also, I feel like I would also be a good.
I'm multi-classing as a urologist and a lawyer.
Yeah,
So
not just
I'm a
urologist.
penis lawyer.
No, I'm a general practitioner.
Ooh.
Firstly, I don't want to like shoehorn myself into any specific doctorology. I want to be
Doctorology.
I want to be an everything doctor.
Dude, I have people like that in my family, like my 50-year-old uncle who's just like, I could have been a doctor, I just didn't want to. And you're like, all right, yeah. Sure thing.
Are you kidding me? Not being a doctor sounds so much more fun.
Oh, yeah. Being a doctor sounds hard. Shout out to doctors. You guys are the fucking... You're wild.
Yeah,
Why?
They do it for the bag.
No, I think they do it for the respect.
One, they do it because they're psychopaths who otherwise, if they weren't bribed with tons of money, would be just serial killing people. But we pay them to chop open people and study the human body.
True.
So it's like, oh, wait. I can get paid a ton of money to not kill people, and I still get to get that weird part of my brain tickled where I get to see insides. Specifically surgeons. Other doctors are probably normal and want to help people, but surgeons are monsters who should be monitored.
Surgeons are the doctors who I feel like make the most sense because they're doing something actively to save you.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's not out of the goodness of their heart. They
got
weird.
No. That is out of the goodness of their heart because if I have a kidney stone and a doctor goes in and fucking blasts it with lasers, I'm like, thanks, doc. High five. You mean so much to me. Thank you for saving my life. You know who's a real fucking
secretly
creep?
Gets off of cutting you open and blasting those kidney stones.
Dude, nut inside me if it doesn't hurt me. I don't give a shit.
That's what I'm saying. Society's found a way to
let doctors nut in our chest cavities.
No, not about nut, but I'm just saying get their willies off. Who are you saying are the
plastic surgeons?
They are fucking creeps.
That's another level. Like, what?
They do always feel very sinister.
So you went to medical school. You became a surgeon. And then you were like, yeah, I can help people. Help people have banging ass titties.
You know, that's a service. That seems... humans need that.
Yes.
You know, there's like a whole branch of plastic surgery that isn't just for bimbos. It's like legit.
Yeah, for burn victims. Listen, I know why plastic surgery exists. It's a very old practice that happened. World War I inspired a lot of plastic surgery.
I think there's a thing like if you get like very injured and
this plastic surgery not for bimbos. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
What?
The fact that you said that makes me laugh so hard. As if you believe I only think plastic surgery is for titties, vaginal mesh, and lips.
No, that's the normal, like what comes to mind. I'm saying it's like it's like the I think it's like the healthy at every size the body positivity movement.
Yeah,
is this movement for like people who have actual deformities that are like skeletons that are all messed up. And
the way you say that isn't very body positive.
No, that's just I'm just saying it's that what if you're born with like scoliosis, your skeleton's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, or awesome. Because it looks cool. There's metal.
All right.
It's all fucking
when they
sick.
chop you up and put that cool steel spine in it.
Dude, so fucking sick.
And so what I'm saying is the body positivity movement has been hijacked by fat monsters like me. And it's like, no, it's for people like burn victims and people with like actual you just ate a bunch.
Dude, I had some people tell me that I wasn't body positive enough. They were like, hey, I appreciate your fitness and stuff, but it would be cool if you would balance out talking about fitness and how good you feel working out and stuff with like maybe giving like some shout outs to bigger people. And I was like, what the fuck?
Let's do that right now. I love eating.
Yeah, should I just you know what? That's so funny. For every like pound of muscle I gain right now as I'm trying to get bigger and get buffer, I gotta post one photo of you just fucking eating on the couch, just wasting away.
If you wanna be fat and you like being fat, more power to you, I think. I'm pro freedom. But it's not when I'm like 10 pounds heavier, I'm like this is not sustainable.
Dude, I know. It's just the idea of me being like, people literally being like, love what you're doing, but it's kind of lame how you're all in shape and strong, and then you don't like give us fucking, whatever people shout outs. And I just love the idea of me being like, I'll post a video of me being like, hey, I didn't want to go to the gym today, but I went. I feel pretty good about myself. Here's my pecs. And then for every one of those, I got to post a video of you in the morning, not knowing I'm recording you, telling me how tired you feel.
Dude,
I can't walk today. I feel like shit.
I want to kill myself every time I wake up.
I ate 2 bags of Doritos.
Dude, you know
Which
what?
you did really do that once.
Okay,
In-
we're not.
in a-
we're not. Are we just listing our grievances now?
No, I'm not grieving. I'm not grievancing. I'm just saying this is also a little bit of
Yeah.
an intervention where I am worried about you.
Do you think? What if we combine? Like, if we could. What is that Dragon Ball Z where they fusion power?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we would become one of those power lifters who is like
we'd be
450 pounds, just fat and muscly, has no neck. It just goes from shoulder to their skull kind of pokes out of the top of their body. Yeah. Those guys are truly the strongest guys.
I will say, people are like, hey, you can be healthy and be big. And it's like, yes, but you can't be healthy if you don't do anything.
You can't be healthy and round.
Yeah, that's the thing is where people are like, you can be big, the body mass index doesn't mean anything, and it's like 100% get you there. And then they're like, yeah, see, like me, I am 60% fat and I am perfectly healthy. And it's like, no, it's legitimately bad for you. And talking like that is severely damaging to low-income communities and disproportionately affects people of color because they die of fucking cardiovascular diseases more often because we don't care about them.
It's harder to eat good food when you're poor.
Yeah, and so that's not the right thing.
Do you want to go to McDonald's after this?
Kind of, yeah.
Let's go get...
I just don't like when people say that and you're like, no, you have to be, you can be big and eat a lot and like not worry about your shit, but you have to like actually move around and try.
How come fat people are funnier than skinny people?
Because they spend more time.
More time
funny.
Writing jokes.
Yeah, they write jokes.
Instead of working out.
Dude, it's so much easier to write jokes when you're not at the gym. Straight up. No, I don't know. They are funnier.
I think it is like maybe if you're like fat as a kid.
No,
you become like you have to sink or swim.
Yes, I was gonna say because I was an ugly kid.
Which
is how I got
you
funny.
were. I was gonna maybe be like, no, you
no,
were.
I was a legit.
You were
ugly
a goofy
kid.
ass.
I was really ugly, dude. And but adults who go from skinny and then get fat, they are not funny. They are sad. They are a bummer.
You know what you look like as a kid? You look like the bully's sidekick, dude. Or what is the bully in the Christmas Story? You know that?
Sid, yes.
Yeah, you look like Sid as a child.
No, it's true, man.
But
I look so stupid. I hated dude. Every time I see because there's not very many photos of me as a kid, they just don't exist.
Oh, I wonder why.
Yeah, and when I
dude, I was a cute baby. I gotta go grab all my photos.
When I see photos of myself as a kid, I'm like, oh yeah, definitely bully me. Like I hold zero grudges, dude. Zero grudges held from middle school. If you beat me up in middle school, you know what? I get it. Yeah. Like maybe
kids are evil. It's just like that kid. He's ugly. We gotta be mean to him.
Dude, girls were so mean to me when I was a kid. It was crazy. Once. Oh, this is so brutal. I just had a fucking recovered memory. It's so brutal. Are you fucking ready for how bad this is?
Always.
I'm in like 3rd grade, right?
Yeah.
Because I didn't go to 1st and 2nd grade, so I had to be in 3rd grade.
Wait, you what?
Yeah.
You just didn't go?
Just didn't go.
Those are bullshit grades, and you only learn like how to add and subtract.
For sure.
So, did you learn those? Did you learn how to add and subtract?
I don't know how to do the long ones.
The long division?
If you have to put a little number on top of a big number, I don't know how that works.
Wait, like to subtract?
Yeah, like if you do when you I know how to add and subtract. Okay. I know the concept, but I don't know how to do long subtraction or addition.
What do you mean long subtraction?
Like if you minus like 500 by 300, the formula, you know how you put a line under it and there's 2 numbers on the minus, and then you do them one.
You're talking about long division.
No, but you do that with subtraction and division too.
You don't know how to What?
Yeah, I don't.
You're talking about like bringing the little one up.
Mac, yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know how to do that. What part of I didn't go to school are you not like fucking getting right now?
You need to go back. I feel like
should I Happy Madison?
Billy Madison. You should.
Billy Madison, that's right.
You should go back and learn how to do long subtraction, just to finish it out.
Fully, dude. I would if they'd let me. I would go to school if they would let me, dude.
Dude,
I would need the structure of my life. I would love to go back to middle school. Let me in there.
We should have a competition to see which one of us is smarter at the like 6th grade level.
Dude, I would love. Firstly, you just described
I
Jeff
know.
Foxworthy.
No, but it's not me.
Those are 5th graders.
No, it's not me versus. It's not us being humiliated by children. It is just our one brain against the other.
Oh, okay.
And I'm way smarter than you.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway, no.
Not
I don't
emotionally.
think so. No.
I'm emotionally retarded.
No.
But
Firstly, emotionally, it's anyone's game. Both of us have severe mental illness that makes it difficult for either way. But
mine's not an illness. Mine is beautiful. I'm on the spectrum.
Maybe I would win. So I don't know how to do. So anyway, I'm in 3rd grade. So one thing I have always been good at is reading, writing, and speaking. Okay, those are the only skills I've ever had.
Yeah, you read books and you can talk your way into or out of a fight.
Yes. So I used to write this girl love letters.
Okay.
And I would crush it, dude. I would crush it so hard. So I would put them in her locker, hide them in her desk.
You've told this before. The locker story?
But
did your brain forget it to protect
I did.
You?
I protected myself. Did I tell it on this podcast or a different one?
You told it.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so for those of you who don't know, I'll shorten it up. I used to give this girl notes in her locker, and I would crush it, dude. People loved it. So it got to the point that she was so into my love notes, and I would have her like leave notes, and then I would just come back at night to collect them, so I would never get caught. And we kept this correspondence for like 6 months. She was she was like, I love you. I don't care who you are in school. I'm desperately in love with you, blah, blah. She would read her notes around a table of girls, and all the girls would be like, oh my God, swooning, going crazy, him and hawing over. They loved it. Like, dude, I would crush it. Anyway, eventually she's like, hey, you got to tell me who you are. I want to be with you. Literally, you could be the teacher. There's no kid in school I wouldn't want to be with. Because I was like,
how old were you?
I was, dude, I'm in 3rd grade. So I'm like,
she was like, if you're the teacher, I want to know.
Dude, by the way, sketchy. Anyway,
wait, did that happen at your school?
She said that. I mean, she said you could be anyone. And
wait, she really said like you could be the teacher?
Yeah, she was like, you could be anyone.
I think in my whole schooling career, I had probably 3 teachers get busted along the lines.
It's fucking gnarly
for doing weird stuff with kids.
Yeah, we gotta watch them. We don't need school police.
High school kids, so it's not
a little
evil.
It's less evil, but it's definitely super fucked up. Definitely, there's a difference between if it's high school, okay, just put them in prison. If it's lower, gotta kill them. Gotta kill them. So anyway, I'm in 3rd grade and I'm killing it with this girl, and she's like, she makes me feel safe and comfortable enough that I start to give her clues about who I am. But I'm fucking an idiot.
That's where you fucked up.
Yeah, so I gave her clues, and I was like, one of my clues was so dumb, like,
I'm the ugliest kid in school.
Just thinking about like, my name is S. I'm super good at, what did I say? Like,
I'm super good at writing love notes.
No, I said I'm super good at like some sport that I didn't even play, or it was so fucking embarrassing. Anyway, so big reveal. I give her some clues finally after all this time. Dude, the girls in school, people were losing their mind. Like the girls in that class were losing their shit. Like, today's the day, blah, blah, blah. I can see them all excitedly milling about, getting ready. They're talking about it amongst each other. Lunch comes, she gets the note, she's reading it. She's like up on the table, like sitting on the top. All the girls are around her. They're like trying to figure out who it is. She's reading it out loud, and I'm like just close enough that I can hear it, but I'm pretending to eat my food like a fucking CIA agent, you know. Anyway, she's like, and then I hear her be like, "Oh, it's Shayne," and then all of the girls in the group audibly are like, "Oh no," and like everyone's bummed out, and then she just fucking and I am smart, and I fucking sucked a tear back into my head, and I ate my food like I didn't hear it, and I pretended like it didn't happen, and I never tipped my hat.
No, that wasn't the smart move. You should have been like, That wasn't me. Someone's trying to frame me, you ugly hoe.
Well, I just I just pretended like I don't know what you're talking about. And if someone brings it up to me, I'll deny it, but I'm not going to go up to her and deny it preemptively.
There's your Joker origin story.
Yeah, dude. So I sucked that tear back up inside my head. And by the way, every single girl in that class like treated me so like awkwardly for the rest of the year. Just like, oh, hey, Shayne. Like as if they knew my deep, dark secret that I was secretly the love letter guy. But like when she said it could be anyone, I'll still like you. I'm in love with you. She meant what she really meant was anyone but Shayne.
Was the teacher cuter than you?
I don't remember.
Do you think there was anything there with it?
You know what? I hope. No, I don't. But it was very devastating. It was devastating, and I apparently blocked it from my memory after telling it to you.
Damn.
And a year from now, I will remember it, and it will do so much damage to me, and that's that.
All right.
Dude, really brutal. Holy shit, so bad. Dude, I can like palpably feel how nervous I was listening to them just right now and hearing her be like, oh no, and all the girls are just like, oh no, and like, oh dude, it felt so bad. And I just remember being like, pretend like it's not you. It doesn't matter, just pretend like it's not you.
Dude, being a late bloomer so much better. Like I don't think I pursued any women in like until maybe high school, and then just got like I didn't know what to do. No one taught me, so I'm like, hey, I like you. And she's like, oh, I'll lead you on. I'm like, cool. And that was it. Like it was very simple.
I was obsessed with women as a kid. 100% like girl crazy, all the way up until, I mean, adulthood basically.
Play video games.
I did.
It's so much.
I would play video games, and I would obsessively play things like Final Fantasy, and I would name the princess after a girl I was into. And I would legit like we were talking about this earlier. I was like, have you ever fallen in love or like been way into a fictional character? And you were like, no. You fucking dork. And I'm like, oh, meanwhile, I've done that for like so many characters.
Fallen in love with a fictional character.
Not in love, but deeply into and felt attached to a point that it was unhealthy for sure.
A fictional character.
Yes, a fictional character.
Like the mouse from the Musketeers, or
yep.
Like that's
Roxanne
the normal one
from Goofy Movie. Fucking Princess Garnet from Final Fantasy IX.
Dude,
Tifa from Final Fantasy VII.
Lola Bunny has never done anything for me.
Lola Bunny is definitely not one. She's a hoe.
No, I'm just saying.
Lola Bunny's a hit it and quit it type.
I feel like if we just hit a few more points of trauma, or like not now. It won't happen.
Yeah.
But if you would have gotten, I'm trying to think of, if you would have watched dogs fuck as like a child, you would have become a furry. Like that would have been,
think?
yeah.
No.
Like at a key point, maybe when you were like 13, right? When you're for the 5 minutes where you imprint your sexuality on what you like, and then when you go through puberty, right then, if you would have like looked at the wrong thing, it would have been over.
Dude, I did watch. I mean. What other movie was I way
Speaking
into?
of which, I was thinking about foot guys.
Yeah, what
right?
about them?
And how
so
much
jealous.
they creep me up. Yeah, they are. That is the best fetish.
It is 100%
that you can't
fetish.
let anyone know about.
Did I tell you I met a foot girl?
What?
Yeah.
Did she rate your feet?
No, she didn't rate my feet, but she said she was into them.
Into your feet?
Well, no, just into feet in general.
Oh,
and then she was nice, and she said she was into me, and I was like, fuck it. You just want to, like, I've never met a foot girl before.
Foot girl.
She's a girl, a very pretty girl who's into feet. And I was like, fuck it, have some feet pics. And she was like, hell yeah. She was like legit into it. And I was
was that her favorite thing?
Incredible. Yeah, she's literally into feet. I didn't like really go into it with her because I wasn't trying to be like a weirdo.
I am. DM me, foot girl. I don't know. I just want to know. I'm curious.
I don't know if she's like wants me to put my foot in her pussy or whatever, but she likes to look at them.
What are you talking about? You're a foot person?
Feet people are into different things. Some feet guys don't want your feet on their dick. They want to lick them and suck on them and stuff.
I feel like if you're a foot guy,
you're just into all of it. That's not how it works. Because you're into girls, but you're not into feet.
Yeah.
So
I do think something did click with me recently, where I think I'm like a hand guy.
Oh.
Where if you have that certain type of hand, I'm like, I'm into it. I get feet guys.
Yeah.
You're fucking creepy. Hands are way better.
Just like I'm a face guy. I'm like obsessed.
Oh,
with
everyone's
lips.
a face
No,
guy.
not in this way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm very specifically. I realized over time, so many of my things I'm into are very specific, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm. It's more than just normal. I'm like, yeah. I don't want to get into it because I don't want to horny up the podcast too much.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
Our podcast. You don't want it to be.
Listen, I'm just very into faces, into eyes, touching lips, touching the face. I was realizing the other day that I used to
jack off to faces.
Yeah, no, I have.
No, I know.
Dude, but I'll pick a hot photo of a girl's face and beat off to it before I would beat off to her bikini photo on Instagram. For sure.
One, I know you're lying about that.
No. What? Are you serious? No.
Are you serious? You would not. You just jack off to her face before. Before. No, I believe that you have done it. But when you're saying I would do that, I would prefer that. I'm calling you a liar.
No. I do. I would prefer that. I get
just a
hard,
face, just someone's headshot.
I get hard from the bikini, then I go to the headshot. And
okay, so you start with that's different. That's different. Finishing on the face.
Because my favorite part of the porn is like the close up of the girl enjoying the sex.
Yeah, and so that's fooling yourself into love. You're tricking your body into like, oh, I'm looking into someone's eyes right now. This isn't sad.
Yeah.
Where I'm saying you being like, oh, I jack off exclusively to faces is a lie.
Almost. I mean, even when I watch porn, I'm but
you're making all these. I'm saying you couldn't. Not that you couldn't,
do you think? Do you? I will get hard and beat off to a face right now on the podcast. Is that what you need? Is that what you fucking need from me, Max? I love that you're gatekeeping my beat off.
Dude, you get a bunch of faces. I'll get a bunch of pictures of girls' hands, and we'll see who can finish first.
Dude, no, I'm like obsessed with faces.
You're
so much.
Me out.
I like, and just like, dude, I was thinking about how much more I like head when I can just like hold a girl's face in my hands while I get it, and I was like, this is weird.
It's still attached to her body, right?
No. It's absolutely. Faces are only good if they're attached to bodies.
How do you know?
Ooh. Okay. Damn, got some Ed Kemper vibes.
Oh yeah, he chopped people up, right? And
he cut someone's head off and fucked it. It might have been his mom's. I don't know.
Damn. What a weirdo. No, Ed. I like it. I like Ed Kemper.
What a weirdo.
Ed Kemper's my favorite serial killer.
Yeah.
The Gentle Giant.
The Gentle Giant.
Yeah.
That's your favorite. I guess he did. I mean, in terms of like overall damage he did, it's less than a lot of other serial killers. So,
well, he was killing people, and he's like, "Wait a minute, I don't want to kill people. I just want to kill my mom." Then he did her and turned himself in.
No, he didn't turn himself in. He got caught, didn't he? I don't know a lot about Ed.
I feel like he turned himself in.
Look it up.
After.
I do know that he shot the women. I don't think he raped anyone. That's where serial killers lose me. When people are like, that's my favorite serial killer. If he raped, I'm like, all right, you're a weirdo, and I fucking don't like you. That's where I draw the line. Cut people up, fuck their dead bodies, make suits out of them, cook them, do all that weird shit. But torture and that stuff, that's where you lose me for sure.
He confessed to the... after some murder, he called the police, confessed that he killed his mom, waited for the police to take him to custody.
Oh, okay.
And then confessed to a bunch of other things. All the other murders he'd murdered.
Okay.
So, pretty cool guy. Ed Kemper.
Has anyone...
Cowboy Boys stamp of approval.
Has anyone ever taken the Jolly Green Giant on the green beans and put Ed Kemper on there?
I don't follow, but you could be the first.
That's like, you don't know that brand? It's very popular.
know the brand. Are you just saying because he's big?
Yeah, he's a big
guy?
Gentle Giant is what you said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think the Jolly Green Giant is gentle.
You don't?
Dude, he seems like he could wreck house.
He'd be rough? You think he'd be rough with you if he got a hold of you?
I think he might be a little rough. I don't... Let's see. Jolly Green Giant?
Jolly Green Giant violent question mark is what you Google.
Giant... What is his... He seems kind of... The Green Giant.
Yeah, what is he up to? Why is he green? Does he have... Wait, no, jaundice makes you yellow, right?
Yeah.
I'm questioning everything this episode. Zero confidence.
Yeah, he fucks.
Listen, he doesn't seem good.
Jolly Green Giant nude. Let's see if that brings up anything online.
Tell me about what his dick looks like.
Okay, do you
Is
think
it a real piece?
I think he'd probably be.
I feel like the Jolly Green Giant has a little dick.
Yeah, he does because he wears that green like caveman thing, and it doesn't hang very low.
True.
Oh, this is just the Hulk fucking a dump truck. That's not what I want to see.
You saw the Hulk fucking a dump truck?
I want to see the Jolly Green Giant having. Man, there's not enough.
Damn.
Oh, do you want to get some listener emails?
We don't have enough time.
What?
That'll be on Patreon. Do you want to hear the podcast I'm doing tomorrow? It's not our podcast, but I'm doing a podcast with Wes Borland of Limp Bizkit.
Wes Borland.
Yeah, he's not the lead singer, obviously. He's the crazy guitar guy. That's all the cool guitar guy. That's like a demon.
Oh,
right? Remember
yeah,
when we were
guy.
watching Limp Bizkit and both of us were like, "What's his deal? He rules."
He's like so it's Limp Bizkit, and then there's just like
him,
a weird
one
clown.
guy.
Is he like does he do clown stuff, or
No,
is he like a
he
demonic?
just literally is just like in the makeup, dude. He's just like. It's like, you know, the band Mudvayne, they were all like, we all wear makeup, and then he was like, let's do it, and Limp Bizkit was like, no, but he was like, well, I will.
Dude, that is my favorite part. Here's a picture. Everyone just looks like Fred Durst is the second most dressed up because he's wearing a hat. Everyone else looks like they're just from the Midwest, kind of.
Just regular ass dudes wearing t-shirts and hoodies, and then Wes is just a fucking demon, dude.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that rules. Anyway, I'm super pumped. I don't know what we're going to talk about. I don't know what the podcast is about. I like to go into podcast blind and let them surprise me.
I think one of us should start dressing up for the podcast.
You think? Just for it? Not even...
Yeah.
No one knows, but we're
Like,
dressed up?
I'm going to start doing it. I'm going to start coming in full, like, 6-inch platform heels,
Whoa.
like bat wings, like a bit just weird zip. My face is unzipped. I'm like, no, I'm just doing the podcast.
You know what I'm going to do as soon as quarantine is over that I already am going to get stuff for?
Go touch women's faces, you fucking creep.
Well, yeah, that definitely. Dude, legit, don't make me horny, man. Just thinking about touching faces is getting me going. No, I'm gonna go to a Civil War reenactment in like full gear and like do it. Would you want to be in the Civil War with me, Mac?
What side are you fighting for?
The Union.
You get to role play as either. There's other.
Why do you want to be the South, Mac?
Someone has to fight.
You don't have an accent.
Do I?
They'll
not?
know that you're a Union traitor. You're a fucking.
You're
a spy.
I don't
Also,
know.
you're a little touched, you know?
Yeah, that's
You're
why
a little brown.
I don't. You know what? I was gonna. Oh, are you saying my skin tone?
Yeah,
or I
yeah.
thought you were talking when you say touch, like autism. I'm like, I'm gonna have no problem blending in.
No,
at
and also
Civil War
also
reenactment.
people of all colors fought for the South, unfortunately. So that is a weird reality of just what the fuck ever was going on
Did
back
the North
then.
not have black fighters?
We had entire black regiments.
Oh, okay, that's what.
Black
Yeah, there was
people won
there was
the
that movie.
Medal of Honor. Yeah, and also the first Mexican American to win the Medal of Honor won it at Gettysburg. He fucking stabbed someone with the American flag.
Look, I just want to fight in the opposite army of you and pretend
Wow.
bayonet you.
Damn.
We'll just meet on the battlefield.
Yeah, go to the South then, you fucking traitor.
Do they have what is the little not paintball airsoft? Do they have airsoft muskets?
Dude, oh my god. We're going to Google it after this.
What do you mean after?
Yeah, look it up right now. If they have airsoft Revolutionary War type shit, I'm immediately in. I know they have. I've done the airsoft Cowboy sim stuff, which is really fun. But
Dude, this is another idea we might need to delete the podcast and go make.
anyway, I want to go reenact a Civil War thing. It's like, I'm not kidding at all. I'm going to buy a uniform. I'm going to do the whole thing. It's on my bucket list. It just sounds like the weirdest shit, and I want to go camp with the boys, and I want to shoot a rebel and fucking die in a charge.
Okay, here, I think I found it.
All right, cool.
Moscow, is this an airsoft website? It has a ying. It has a. It's called Dragon Impact, and they have.
That's
like
an airsoft website.
Yeah, they have a yin yang symbol.
Absolutely, that's an airsoft.
With weapons, airsoft paintball. There we go. They do have one, the Brown Bess musket.
Does it look cool?
It's only $350.
Whoa!
Dude.
How many feet per second does it say it shoots?
Dude,
Should we buy muskets and duel each other?
we should start an airsoft Civil War league. 'Cause, how long does it take to reload one?
Just get drummers. In real life, it takes about 30 seconds.
There you go. That would be so much fun.
In Civil War, in the American Civil War, I think it takes less than 30 seconds to reload. I think it takes about 20 seconds.
They figured it out by then.
You could fire 3 times in a minute. Yeah. Well, it's not hard because the Minet ball is packed with the powder underneath it. So you just shove it down with the ram and then you put a blasting cap and you shoot. So it's really easy. Whereas in Napoleonic times, you had to measure your powder.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about. I just want to shoot airsoft.
I've been muzzle loading. It's really fun.
When are you gonna just get a suit of armor from every era? I feel like that's what.
We're on the fucking way, bro.
You just want.
I just want
your
fight.
Civil War outfit. You want your Nordic attire. What will I LARP as today,
dude? My perfect life is when I'm rich enough to just go around town and be like, I'm a fucking Viking today, dude. I can't wait till I'm on the red carpet and I'm just a Union officer. People are like, what the fuck?
You should do it.
I'm like, yeah, fuck you, bitch. I'm a Union officer. I have a sword. You can't stop me.
I think my favorite was when when Kanye was at some gala event. And he was just wearing Carhartt jeans and a Carhartt jacket.
yeah, that was
just
great.
Yeah, I'm just wearing Carhartt. What are you talking about? And he was killing it with all the weirdos dressed up around him.
Yeah, that was great. He looked really unhappy to be there too. I'm pretty sure what happened there is he was made to go by his wife or whatever, and so then he's just in his normal guy clothes,
he's a cowboy now. Lives out in Wyoming.
Yeah,
that was the beginning.
He has a tank.
He has the Jesus tanks.
Yeah, he has Jesus tanks,
that
dude.
They drive around.
God, I can't wait. See, my whole dream is to just have that fucking ranch, and then we fight in armor. I just want to build a big circle of fire, and we fight in armor in the middle of it. Damn. I have a yurt.
Yeah, you can't shoot airsoft guns in Central Park.
No, you absolutely can't.
I was gonna say that would be a fun meeting place for a Civil War reenactment.
They have an indoor airsoft course here in New York. It's
but you got to do it outside for
for Civil War. Yeah, you do definitely.
Unless we we rewrite history.
Oh,
have guerrilla civil. I don't know, because it was that TV show where they were like, we're gonna have 20 cavemen fighting 100 Roman centurions, or
yeah. Well, I mean, now they have a video game totally accurate battle simulator that kind of does that.
We're gonna have 50 ISIS guys versus and it will be
that show was
the Genghis Khan's.
Yeah.
Did he have elephants?
No, he did
Who
not.
had the elephants?
The Indian army did, and there were a bunch of empires that incorporated India into it. You're thinking of fucking North Africa also had them. Damn. Hannibal famously had elephants. He was the big one because he brought them over the Alps.
How much of those old wars do you think were just I bet you can't?
So much?
Fuck, I'll ride an elephant and kill you. And they're like, no, you won't.
Dude, there's a lot of them. Dude, imagine being a Roman and you're in Italy. Dude, you know when they fought against Hannibal for the first time when he got into Italy? They didn't expect him, so they were like, what the fuck? Yeah, Hannibal's here?
You're expecting guys like an army or horses, and then you start seeing elephants. You're like, all right, what the fuck is this? You don't know that they're coming to kill you on elephants at first. You're just kind of like, let's see what this is all about.
Just the fact that he even got there was incredible. So they were so stunned. And then there was a deep fog that day. So the elephants weren't revealed until they were within 50 yards of the Roman line.
Dude, wow.
And the Romans were just like, yo, there's a fucking elephant here in Sicily, dude.
How many elephants did he have?
Not very many. Enough that the Romans were, it's not good. Any amount of elephants, if you're fighting them with a sword, is a bad amount of elephants.
I don't know. I feel like 10 guys could take an elephant.
Oh,
with swords?
Dude, but you forget that people ride on the back of the elephant in a howdah and shoot
and
you
they're
with
going to poke you with a long pointy stick.
Yeah, they have sticks and arrows.
Long pointy sticks are the number one.
Dude, long pointy sticks wreck house. From day one, caveman times, literally to now, long pointy stick is undefeated.
If you had a long enough stick with a point on the end of it, you could outrange a gun, because guns can only they're not accurate after.
Literally, you can make the world's most technologically advanced gun, but if you can't put a pointy stick on the end of it, it's not good enough. Literally, our best guns are guns we still put pointy shit on the end of.
Bayonets. They always improve a gun.
You can always improve. All right, everyone. Speaking of improving, improve your life by subscribing to our Patreon. Patreon.com/cowboyboys. You know what? And then you know how Patreon works. You get an extra episode every episode for $5. It's such a good deal.
Yeah, every week we release a second episode on top of this one.
Merry Crimbus.
What?
I don't know. It's also
Christmas was like a week ago.
Oh fuck, you're
Where
right,
are you?
dude. I don't know. I'm struggling.
If you want to send me hand pics, if you got sexy hands, send me pictures.
Hey, send me a photo of your face covered in slime.
Like the Nickelodeon Gak?
Doesn't matter.
Just any slime?
This is up to interpretation.
All right.
So
See,
anyway.
yours feels more creepier than mine.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Does mine feel creepy? I feel like it's creepy.
No, here's the thing. Mine is fully, like, really, like, outwardly gross and horny. Just like, yeah, give me your fucking face covered in slime. Yours is very serial killer-y.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Yours is very, like, come to my house. I would like to take photos of your hands.
No, I don't want them to, like, I guess I don't want photos. I just want, like, hey, will you touch your hands on my junk? Like, that feels pretty good, right?
So you think you're into hands because hands are the tool used to... You're going with correlation and causation. There are no difference.
Out of all the body parts you could touch a junk to on a woman, hands are up there.
I mean, yeah, top 3, definitely.
I would say top 3.
Okay.
I don't think they make it to top 2, though.
No, they don't break into the top 2.
Dude, that's a debate right there.
What, the top 2?
The top 2.
Vaginas feel better than mouths, Mac.
Oh, you put vaginas up there.
Oh!
There's other holes.
Well, your rating? I want to hear your... tune into the Patreon episode to hear Mac rate the parts of a woman that are best touched to your penis. The top 5. Dude, I'll do a top 5. In fact, that's
top
exact.
5.
Top 5 penis touching.
I can only think of 4 things.
All right, I can think of, dude, like 10.
All right, everybody follow me online, Dr. MacArthur, for literally everything.
Yeah, Shaydozer on everything. Come listen to me on Twitch. I love you guys.
Subscribe to our Patreon. Email us at cowboyboys at, what is that email? We're going to read a bunch of cowboyboyspodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah. Oh, hey, also, can you please go to iTunes and give us a 5-star rating? A girl that I kind of like have had a crush on forever, and who's a comic, that she posted a photo on her Instagram today, and her podcast was number 15 in stand-up, and ours was number 14. And I was like, if she passes me up,
fuck?
I know. I was like, we got to get our ratings up. We got to fucking tell your mom to listen to the podcast, because I
go
cannot
download.
I have to. I need to stay with her.
I feel that because whenever I see a girl on Instagram and she has like 10,000 followers, I'm like, I don't want to bother. I'm not going to slide in her DMs. But if there's a girl with less followers than me, I'm like, I can slide. Like, I feel like
girls never date down.
Yeah, that is fair.
They
Guys
don't.
always date.
Yeah, guys are just like hunting for it.
We'll date anybody.
Yeah, we're fucking gross. Don't date men. Just pro tip. If you're gay, you just don't. Anyway, so no one should date men, and I need this. So help me out. All right. Fucking yeehaw, everybody.
Yeehaw.